Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more Zero Hour. Welcome back to another 1v1 replay. Today we're back on Tournament Desert, of course, the most popular 1v1 map probably of all time. Although that said, it's not anymore, really. It's like Snowy Drought, Liquid Gold kind of territory now. But yeah, historically, Tournament Desert has always been the one. We got a tank versus demo matchup, green versus yellow, Wildhide against Mans. So you probably never heard of Mans. I mean, I've never heard of him, never seen him in a replay or a game or anything, I don't think. But he's playing in the north with the GLA Demolition in the yellow. And then down in the south, we've got Wildhide with the green China tank. Looks like he's going for the 2-supply build order. Wildhide, I do know his name. Don't think he's known for like taking part in like the highest level 1v1s. But he has been around for a while. I don't know if he's not around anymore. I think I still see him occasionally, like in the Discord server and stuff. But he used to be the guy that basically used to email me loads of facts and figures, like how much 7 workers collects compared to like a few black markets and stuff like that. He would send me all the stats and figures. So that's the only thing I know about these two players, is only Wildhide. That said though, looks like yellow, which is Mans, is playing pretty decent. I'm not sure about this close to tunnel here, but he is doing a demo trap over here. Needs to get some workers collecting, but he's done 2 supplies. Going to send his RPGs over to the middle. He's got a demo trap there, which is a good place for a demo trap, by the way, because a flamer will naturally come straight across the map and probably try to go and flame there, and you probably will run into the demo trap. So I'm expecting he might hit a demo trap. Over on the right hand side, he's got a more forward war factory, usually a little bit further back. It's going to engage this tunnel. Flame wall initiated straight away, and the flamer might go down. I'm not sure. It's going to be an interesting battle. It's always hard against the Vet 1 flamer, is even though a load of RPGs hit it, the tunnel's still going to go down because the flamer is just insane. Maybe that's one way, to be honest, you could probably balance China Vanilla. It's just by making, even without the Vet, just increase the Vet 0 Dragon tank to the same stats as like a Vet 1. That's probably one way you could balance China Vanilla, because it wouldn't make it super overpowered against USA, but it would make it super strong against the GLAs. Obviously, then a Vet 3 flamer is going to be absolutely insane. But you think about how hard it is for vanilla China to engage like these tunnels and stuff. If everything was like basically the same stats as a Vet 1 and tunnels could actually go down, I think China could have a good chance. It's probably just these little random things I think of every now and again. We've got two war factories, both with mines. And, I mean, against the demolition, you're probably going to be expecting there is going to be a TNT at some point. So I think the mines is a good idea. Some players like to do it on their supplies. Some people will do it on their war factories. Quite a fast propagandist in there. Both players playing it quite cautious. We have to have a flamer down this left-hand side. Now, I wonder if that demo trap is now going to come into play. I really wonder if it is going to come into play or not. Got demo trap here. Demo trap here. And yeah, I think he's just protecting against any technicals. No Battle Masters out just yet. But his right side now has been cleared. This oil might just get flamed down preemptively. It's not perfect supply placement, but I mean, it's probably as good as you can get it without having perfect supplies, because like the trucks are moving, but only a little bit really. Meanwhile, we've got a barracks now dropped down for Wildhide, and he is sending a tank hunter over into the middle. Might get engaged by the demo trap. I wonder if it'll get in or not. This tunnel, it would be handy to stop that, because really, I mean, if you didn't know the demo trap was there, ooh, he did go down to the demo trap. That's very nice there from Mans. And this flamer over on the right hand side did go down to the tunnel, but the thing is, there's no reason to really box here. Like, yeah, in that case, the flamer did get denied going in the box, but it's not that you want to deny, really. I mean, if the tunnel was just here, you would have been notified that the flamer was coming, and you would have just took it down anyway, without it even getting close and doing any damage. But yeah, there's the worker placement here. I mean, this one is idle. Only 3 are collecting there, and this 4th one is going around like that. If you see my worker efficiency thing, like how many workers do you want, you always want to have your supply a little bit further away than that, and you want to have, like, was it 6 or 7 workers at all times? You never want to have like less than 6 or 7, because otherwise the efficiency of the supplies just drops off massively. I think you can see that because Mans doesn't have very much out on the map. There's no tunnels on the flanks anymore. And like even here, I think that one there is, yeah, is idle. So there's only 3 workers collecting there. Well, 2 terrorists going for a little run on this right hand side, and the flamer now pushing towards the middle, thinking about it at least. But you got to be scared of the scorpions with the rocket upgrade that are inside the tunnel, just chilling. Here they are. It's not a massive, fully loaded tunnel at all. Flamer tries to get some damage off, but sadly doesn't. I mean, the demo trap here is at risk of going down because the slash damage eventually will cause some damage to that. Another tunnel being dropped down here. Yeah, I'm just missing in Wildhide's army is the Battlemasters, but that said though, he's bringing out the Overlords. So one thing about the Overlords is that the subliminal messaging that you upgrade from the propaganda center that I always go on about actually doesn't affect the Overlords. I think it was disabled. Ooh, where is a demo trap? I don't know if it's on manual detonation or not. Yeah, subliminal messaging doesn't affect the Overlords because I think EA at one point deemed the Overlords to get too strong. Demo trap does get some damage off, and this rocket guy does go absolutely flying and then face down there with his rocket launcher next to him. So yeah, did take out a GAT and an RPG in the end. I probably would have preferred to see the Flamer get taken down, but either way, it's still pretty good. Man's has got himself now on 3 supplies. This one here is still idle, though. This one here is idle. If you want to work your way up the ranks with GLA and get better at GLA, one of the first things you need to nail down is not having idle workers. I mean, he's still in a decent-ish position. Okay, so we got this little task force pushing forward. I say task force, this is main bulk of his army, but there's just no battle masters in it. It's mainly just GATs. The only real firepower is this. Okay, this flamer here might be able to go for some damage. Ooh. Rather than the flame wall, I'd just like to see him flush that building out. But either way, Mans is struggling with this Overlord. And it is all this Overlord, really. Even the flamers are going down. This Overlord is now Vet 2, and unless there's a palace on the way sometime soon, which there is not, then this Overlord might just clear up the whole battlefield single-handedly, to be fair. These tricks still collecting, it's almost mined out, though. The supply has still got 10k left. So it just shows you having them work the least amount of workers and having one of them idle is not doing your economy any good because there's still 10k there, whereas Wildhide is nearly mined out on this one. So yeah, Man should be much further ahead of where he is. And I would say the Palace, yeah, needs to be started sometime soon. I'd say that's a bit of a risky place to drop it down. Probably sneak it on this left-hand side so it doesn't get denied. Because if that gets denied on like 80%, then that's probably going to be GG. Load of Scorpions here, though, still alive. And this Overlord is going to chase him away. But the Overlord is going to go down a little bit too close to this bunker. Maybe Wildhide was banking on that Flamer actually clearing that out. Or was it a Flamer? Yeah, I think it was a Flamer. But here we do have a load of Scorpions now going down to this Vet 2 Overlord. I mean, if that gets to Vet 3, the only way to deal with it really is going to be, what, a kid demo bike it, ambush it. Oh, the Scorpions are going to try. This engagement here does mean a hell of a lot. If that Overlord goes down, okay, then yeah, I do give him a chance. I didn't really think that would go down. We've got a Vet 3 Scorpion now in the mix, and these GATs and ECMs now going to be chased away. Mans is no longer collected on the middle. Maybe a supply there would be a decent position now, but we've got 3 more Overlords and 3 more Flamers. ECM, a GAT, airfield being dropped down. Wildhide is almost level 3. Would like to see a CC drop down so we can actually use the support powers. We actually have Napalm in play. Demo trap that doesn't achieve anything. Is there a worker or someone burning alive in there? Just going to turn the sound down a little tiny bit. I think it might be too loud. Might be wrong. Never know unless I listen to the recording back, but once you're recording live, then yeah, you just have to guess. I mean, I look at the volume thing on the left-hand side, and sometimes it looks like the volume is a little bit loud, but I mean, I might be wrong. But there we go. Overlord's now pushing down the mid, supported by a Flamer, a GAT, and the ECM. Still got a few units all over the place. Both players are spending all their money. I'm just not impressed with Manza's collection rate. Like, this worker here has been idle for, like, literally the entirety of the game. And this one here. And I think that one there. Big pro tip is GLA. Never want to have any idle workers, especially in the first 3 or 4 minutes of the game. At least the 3 or 4 minutes in the game. The only time you can have an idle worker is like when you're pushing down the left-hand side. You want to build a tunnel here, but you don't have the money just yet, or you don't think the timing's just right just yet. Then you can do it a little bit later on. But yeah, I'm not sure also if the napalm is worth the investment, because he's just got a few flamers here and there. If you're going MiGs as well, or you had more flamers, then maybe. Just don't think it's necessary, because your firepower is in all these overlords. But there is a Jarman out now, and one of these overlords at least is going to get sniped down. And then obviously in like another 30 seconds or a minute or whatever it is, the cooldown, then another overlord will be sniped as well. So yeah, these overlords are going to have a little bit of a hard time. You need to save these ECMs, I would say. And I really, as the GLA here, I wouldn't even be engaging this. You just literally need to take whatever damage he's going to throw at you, and then snipe, and then take more damage, and then snipe again. That's exactly it's engaging with these scorpions is a complete waste. Just wasted one more scorpion there for no reason. I think he's just trying to delay the China as long as possible in order. Ooh, now have battle masters on the field, but no veterancy on the battle masters, by the way. He's going to try and now engage this one. He doesn't want to take any damage. He's not willing to wait. Oh, mine drop. That is a nice mine drop. And those tanks now are in big, big trouble, actually. Jarman is going to die. Oh, man. You don't want to move in too close to the Gatling cannon. And all of these scorpions now are going down. So even if this push gets held... Ooh, he's got an Overlord of himself, actually. Overlord versus Overlord. I love the screen shake in Command & Conquer. Like, if anyone's ever making a future RTS and they're watching this video, that screen shake is something you probably overlook as a player when you actually realize, even just when things are shooting, when these get the autoloader upgrade as well, the screen shakes. When a V dies, the screen shakes very subtly. These little tiny things are what make Zero Hour the amazing game that it is. I'm not saying that's the only thing, but all these little things do add up. Loads of little things that you may not necessarily realize. Okay, so we've got another thing sniped here. This flamer here has killed the Jarman, unfortunately, again, for Mans, and a worker has gone down there as well. Troop crawler now being brought to the party to try and recapture this Overlord. This Overlord will heal, by the way, even though it doesn't have a subliminal messaging. I will get my words out. It will still heal, it just will re-heal at half the normal rate if you've got subliminal messaging as well. I would like to see Wildhide expand to the middle, because he's had control of this for basically forever. Could also be probably collecting from here, put some RPGs in there, and then put a supply here. He has got a MiG out, so actually I suppose the napalm will be worth it. But you need 4 MiGs to create a firestorm, and this palace is working wonders. That Overlord there has gone down, and Wildhide losing quite a lot of these Overlords, and they're expensive as well, 1,900 each. He's only got 9,600, so if he's not planning on expanding to the mid, then he can only build a few more Overlords and he's going to be out of cash. So you're probably going to need to think about that expansion soon, if they're not making hackers. But yeah, both of the oils look like they've gone down. Although it's not going to be achieving anything yet. And Mans doesn't have that much either. It's getting to a bit of a stalematey situation. Wildhide, does he drop down? Yeah, he's dropped down the CC. So we've seen the mine drop. We've seen the double Battlemaster drop. Ooh, Jean Mankel working some wonders here, but eventually oh no, the gat. Oh, he's got his Overlord of his own, but there's 2 ECMs here. Okay, it's locked down for now. There is another Overlord on the way though, so that Overlord will go down. So yeah, the thing is, the Jarman is dead. So that Jarman is the key here. Like, because you've seen how hard it is to engage them Overlords. It doesn't matter if he's nuke or if he's tank. Or what. Yeah, you need that Jarman to deal with the Overlords. You don't really want to be fighting them. I guess you've seen how good they are against the Scorpions. We do have a counterattack actually from Mans. He's coming in with his Scorpions and his RPGs, and this War Factory is going down. Does he realise there's mines here? He should, because he's heard the mines detonate a few times. You don't want to waste any here stepping on the mines. One tank does go down to these RPGs. Needs to focus these down fast. These RPGs actually could be doing more work here on the tanks. Up here we've got this Overlord, GAT, ECM, Troop Crawler. Still chilling. This is a mine drop, and he's dropped off 2 Battle Masters actually, and he could just run over this one. Just needs to run over that, but the Scorpions are here, so he's chasing that. But yeah, killing that first, because that's going to kill 1 Battle Master. that RPG will go down to the mines eventually, but yeah, now... Oh, man. Wildhide's in trouble now, because what is he going to do? He has expanded, though. That's the good thing going for him. He's continuing to push into the base. Got a base trade situation. Yeah, only making that 1 MiG. I don't know. Was that just to take out the Jarman, maybe? I think it probably was. Okay, this supply has gone down. Veterancy on these. Mans is level 4, but has he placed his CC just to get the bounty and then cancelled it? Because that's what he should be doing here, because at the moment he's got no support powers at all. So yeah, little trick is you can place the CC. Get when you've already got your bounty, then you will start getting the bounty money. Then just cancel the scaffold, and you will start getting the bounty without actually fully building, and you still get all the money back. But this Overlord now is going to cause problems. Even though there's some vetted units in here, I'm really struggling to see if they're going to win the battle against this Overlord or not. It's going to be close. It's a lot of rockets, though, to be fair, and he is microing the injured one back. If you can now just wait for the rockets to reload, you could fight it, but there is an outpost here as well, and these Scorpions need to get further back. This healing, as it is Vet 2. This Overlord is going to heal very, very slow because of what I said before about the speaker tower thing. Artillery has been fired, and that's actually down here somewhere. I wonder if it's behind there. He's got no radar, Yellow, so this artillery could get a hit. Hits behind there. He thought he was going to stay there. I mean, little random potluck shots. Sometimes they can win games outright. But I mean, he only has to deal with 3 Scorpions. He shouldn't really be that hard to deal with. But he's just a little bit thin on the ground. He's also not counter-attacking here with these units. He's got a load of workers here. Needs to be collecting. These 3 Scorpions, man, running around. He's expanded twice now in the mid. This outpost is chasing. I think 1 tank there might go down. Now there's 2 out there. If he just makes like 1 or 2 tank hunters from here as well. But these Scorpions surely at some point will get cleared up. And then the thing is, how is he going to defend against this? He needs another Jarman out. And I think I don't know if he's already queued it up or not, but these Scorpions still being microed around. I suppose he's got the speed advantage. That's got the speed advantage. And they are both vet 3, so they're healing. One of them looks like it has gone down, which is probably that one. Oh no, that would be the outpost, wasn't it? Where's the other... 1 Scorpion's died either way. Okay, Lotus is out. I think is... Oh, Lotus is a little bit too close to the tunnel. Almost goes down, but Jarman is surely going to be here very soon. Surely is going to be here very soon. He has to have queued him up. That's the only thing he could really make. What the hell has he queued up? An angry mob. What the hell has he queued an angry mob up for? What's that going to do here? Lotus gets killed. Alright, he's got an angry mob with no AK-47s, and he's not queued up a Jarman. Scorpions are pushing back in the middle, though, and these trucks are going down. Still no bounty, though. His money should be way, way, way ahead of where it is. He should probably... If he'd have been collecting correctly there and had the bounty money and put them workers back collecting faster, and you just add all them little things together, he probably would have an extra 10 or 20k in the bank now, or an extra 10 or 20k of units. Guarantee you. Or at least faster money collected. Because over here, I suppose he did collect it eventually. But it did take an age later, like 10k faster than this guy. These Scorpions still causing problems. Wildhide does not want to engage that palace because there is a angry mob there with a fully loaded palace. And I'm pretty sure them RPGs inside of there have got some veterancy as well. There is a mine drop now in the middle. That's going to force these Scorpions back for a second. Mans has beaconed it. A little bit off with the beacon, but at least he knows the area where it is. Oh, he needs to finish that supply, I would say. Definitely needs to finish that supply, man. The Scorpions are just chilling. It was basically on 0. Free kill there on a Battlemaster. Nice range on the old bunker. I mean, that supply for now isn't doing anything, but it is coming down to a last few buildings scenario. I'm just struggling to see, without a Jarman, how the hell is Man's going to win? If he makes a Jarman now, Yes, he's not going to be able to redeploy that supply, but at least he's going to be able to hold against this, because even with the angry mob, this is going to be hard. There's 3 ECMs here. You just put the GATs at the front. So you put the Overlords at the front, the GATs on the sides, and then the ECMs just slightly behind. And this angry mob would go down. It doesn't have the AK-47, so it's going to do less damage. And the Palace is not going to be able to do enough when the ECMs are here. So he definitely needs a Jarman 100%. This supply here at the moment is a massive, massive mistake. ECMs have been put too close to the front. You do not want them at the front. But that said, though, the angry mob is not doing enough damage. Yeah, only 1 ECM has gone down. Palace is being desperately repaired. These ECMs need to be microed back. ECMs have all gone down. GAT now being focused down. GAT being focused down. And the Overlords have decided to turn around. That's just bad unit positioning, really, and micro. Like, when the engagement was happening, the units weren't pulled back. But it is leading to an ever closer end game state. Mans is still in the game, but I think he could have been killed just there with the ECMs just a little bit further back, Gats on the side, and let the Overlords deal with the damage. You could also upgrade the Overlords to have the Gatling cannon on it as well. I'm pretty sure you would have been able to crack that Palace then, but the game is going to proceed longer. He definitely needs to think about getting a Jarman now. I think that's a bit of a gift there given to Mans, because if he now makes the Jarman and does the trick with the CC that I just told you about, I think it's winnable. It's winnable here for both players still. It's still very close. Wildhide obviously on 2 supplies, but he's long distance collecting from both of them. Mans has got a load of workers collecting on still a 17k full supply. So yeah, going very, very close. Both players are almost 5-star, but yeah, Mans is not getting any support powers because of the lack of CC. So, I mean, yeah, what is he? He's demo. I mean, he could have demo rebel ambush, but he's probably, yeah, he's not got the upgrade because he's saving every little bit of cash that he's got for units. So we'll let him off with the demo rebel ambush, but the bounty, there's no excuse for not having the bounty. Oh, he does have the bounty now. He has placed the CC. Oh, okay. It's only 23 no, not 23 minutes late. It would have been at least like 13 minutes late when he probably would have been level 3. I mean, you can probably rewind the video and see at what point did he have level 3. But at that point, he should have had some kind of bounty. So yeah, if he just killed the GATs and he got $35, GAT is 700. So what is he getting? 5%? Yeah, he's only getting 5%, but he's almost level 5. He should have got the 20%. Like, what the hell has he bought with the support powers? That makes no sense. Why you'd only be getting 5%? Doesn't make sense to me at all. We'll soon see. Maybe he just hadn't selected the other things. Let's see how much money he gets like from the troop crawler. 70 from a troop crawler. So yeah, still 5%. So like, what the hell? He must have bought the rebel ambush like level 2 or 3. Yeah, I think level 3 ambush and level 1 bounty. That's a huge mistake because the ambush is not going to be able to be used for ages, and it's going to cost you an extra 2k. Some tanks have been dropped off over here. Workers have been pulled a little bit too early, in my opinion. They could have been collecting longer. You could have queued a terrorist there to defend them. Because all this time he's not collecting and he needs every penny at the moment. He's got a 3k, but he's not fully spending it. These Scorpions still probing around in the middle. One of these is going to get sniped. At least one of them needs to be back here repairing this, because if you lose that supply, that's unforgivable, really. But yeah, 1 or 2 terrorists here. If you had the 20% bounty, you'd make the money back by killing it. You'd make some of the money back, at least. Okay, Wildhide is still chilling in the middle. He's collecting off 2 supplies, but this supply could have been taken down, remember? Probably would have been rebuilt by now, but at least it would have cost the enemy 1,500. Overlord tank, sorry, Battlemaster tank has been taken. Snipes this one, and he's going to take another Battlemaster for himself. But all of this time, he's just not been collecting just because of 2 simple little tanks. They're actually pretty bad at killing workers unless they crush them. Could have had 2 terrorists there. Artillery coming in. Does have the demo upgrade now, by the way. But he still has control of this building here. So if we actually have a look at his view, he can see all of this. And I think I hear a helix, do I? No. No helix. Good commentary, eh? Good commentary. I only have one ear on, so... I only have one ear of the headphones on, so sometimes I think I can hear something, but actually I can't. Yeah. Okay, this is an engagement as the GLA player. You don't want to be taken against these overlords. While you've got a Jarman out, just throwing away one of your strong tanks there. You want to be using the Jarman. You want to be running away, coming in, using it, running away. Don't want to hang around here too long, or the Jarman's going to get found out again. Oh, man. I think he doesn't know about the Gatling cannon on the Overlord detecting the Jarman. I think he thinks the Jarman's just invincible. Yeah, losing a $1,500 unit again. That was the backbone of your army. Like, having that Jarman is the key to beating this. It's also the key to losing the game if you lose it, so... Yeah, Wildhide continuing the push. We do have an Anthrax bomb here. It's going to kill all the weak units. Maybe. Might not kill that ECM tank, but these two Overlord tanks can probably just hang around in it. It probably doesn't even make any difference to them. That one is taking a bit of damage. I think it's mainly from the tunnel. We do have a sneak attack, actually, from Mans. I don't know if we've seen the Rebel ambush yet. He does have a TNT placed on his Scorpion. I think if he goes back in the tunnel, you know, it'll survive. But the sneak attack will take the damage. But now it goes down. Yes, so you could have saved that, I think. Pretty sure you put it back inside and the sneak attack will actually take the damage. Oh, so that's an AMP. Oh, nice carpet because he's killing all the RPGs there and the two Battle Masters. Doesn't kill the sneak attack just yet, though. Airfield taking some damage. These Overlords. Ooh. That was the ambush, but because he used it there, the Anthrax killed them pretty much straight away before he could press the I button. Still did significant damage, and that Overlord there looks like it might go down. Is it? Nah. Oh, nah, it's healing, isn't it? It's healing. Scorpion tag still roaming around. It feels like 10 minutes ago when them Scorpions are still running around in the base. There's still one left. The sneak attack's still alive if he's got any units left. I mean, if we're clutching at straws, you could put these few workers in there. Get one out. Repair it and also use the other one to detonate like a terrorist. Sneak attack has now gone down. And these Overlords here are taking damage from that palace. You see some of the missiles are red. That means they are Vet 3 inside of there. So these Overlords here... Yeah, one's dead. That's pretty bad. Wildhide still collecting. Plenty of trucks here in the middle. And this is a mine drop. I was going to say not most effective mine drop, but it's actually... Has it been deployed there again? Or was that the Battlemaster drop? Maybe it was the Battlemaster drop. Either way, that Scorpion now has been cleared up. And I think Mans is out of answers now. He has used all of his support powers because we've seen Anthrax, we've seen Sneak, we've seen Ambush. We know he's taken Bounty. He don't think he's got any units left unless he's got a few in the tunnel. I don't think so, though. If he really needs units, he can evac this bunker, even though it's in quite a good place. It's not really doing anything at the moment. I mean, we know they'll go down to the mines, but that's probably what I'd be thinking is you need every single unit doing something at the moment. Little USB device has been connected, apparently. Does that every single day, at least 10 times. Okay, sneak attack here. Oh, Jarman is out. Okay, that's pretty cool. I mean, if he put one worker inside of there, he probably doesn't know this trick. You could evac the one worker, run over here, press the detonate button, and then Jarman will just clear up all the infantry. And then Jarman could even plant bombs on some of these things. So this palace, though, is a bit of a mission for Wildhide to deal with. I don't think he quite knows how to deal with a palace. If this tunnel goes down, that is the last tunnel. Jarman was used on the Flamer. Does need to be careful with the Jarman again, though, because the micro on that Jarman has not been the most perfect. And he's at risk of losing it again. He has gone behind the tunnel for now, going behind the CC. Again, these workers could be used to detonate. Whilst they're engaged in the tunnel, you could run the workers at the tanks. We've got artillery coming across the field. Wildhide still collecting. I mean, just with a Jarman and a palace, when a tank is still collecting like this, and the support powers like the artillery and carpet coming across now, I think that palace eventually will go down. Artillery level 2 it looked like, and the carpet now might actually finish it. It's going to be close actually. It might survive. Nah, it's gone down. See the vetted units inside of there. What is going on here now? Does that belong to... No, it doesn't belong to anyone right now. The flamer does though. Belongs to Mans. These, I don't know if they're empty or not. I think they may be empty. Yeah, Mans right now... Oh. He needs to get one of these workers. Oh, mine drop. He could start the flame wall. Oh, he could start the flame wall and clear the mines. But also, he needs to get a unit inside of that Overlord. So yeah, one of these. And the reason that Jarman is still being detected is because the neutral tank is still detecting him. That's why. Okay, so that Overlord now belongs to Mans. This is an edge of your seat game, man. I don't know who's going to win still. Okay, so that... he could force fire on the ground. Does he know how to force fire? Does he know how to force fire? He knows where it is. He knows exactly where it is. Yeah, he does know how to force fire. And he does kill it. Okay, cool. Overlord now going to go inside the tunnel. Let's see how ridiculous this looks. Going inside the tunnel. A massive, massive tank that's actually bigger than the entrance. Sneak attack once again. I mean, now with that Overlord... Ooh. Double tank drop. He could use the worker to suicide. Press the I key and he will detonate like a terrorist. I don't think he knows about that. Running around with the worker. There is a gap there that will take you down, but at least he's a bit of a scout. He's seeing how many trucks are collecting. I don't know how much use that is. There's the USB device again. Then we've got these crates over here, so you can just get all them and still collect. It should be about, what, 7k still there? What a waste, man. What a waste. That could have been his key to winning the game. Oh, man, that is painful. Wow. Or you could just do that at one click. Jean-Michel here now to clear things up. He is going to get inside of this outpost, though. And this is the EMP, I think? Yeah, that's the EMP. That Overlord's going to get screwed if it doesn't get inside the tunnel fast. He is inside the tunnel. I think you can still evac it, though. You can still evac it, can't you? Or can't you? I think you can. Oh, man. That means his Overlord has been deleted now because that was his last tunnel. If you lose your last tunnel, all units inside delete themselves. So that is over now. That's GG. Wildhide has EMP'd the tunnel. I can't remember, you know, if you can... Oh, I know a sneak attack you can still evac it, but a tunnel, maybe you can't. Oh, maybe you can't. It's always one of them weird things. Some things EMP'd you can evac. I can never remember for the life of me which ones you can and you can't. But yeah, that Anthrax bomb. And where's the Jarman, by the way? Because that Anthrax bomb, if it had been used like now, for example, that would save his skin. That would save him in the game. And then you could wait for your support powers, Rebel Ambush, and it could go to a closer game. But now, Carpet Bomb has been used there. A little bit overkill, really, because you could have just put this gap there. Wildhide has won the game with that EMP. What an amazing EMP. The Overlord sadly did not get used again for mines. If that Overlord had got out somehow and started fighting, you probably could have won it. So yeah, it went super, super close in the end. But Man's economy should have been a lot better because he wasn't collecting on the optimal amount of workers for a hell of a long time. But if he did, maybe it wouldn't have been so epic and so close and down to the wire. But yeah, what an absolutely stunning game. Not the super top level that we're used to, like Excalibur size and Boyka, all these kind of level. But still a super, super epic game on Tournament Desert. A nice matchup as well. Demo against Tag. Super, super epic. And didn't know who was going to win down to the very end. So congratulations to Wildhide. This replay, I think, was a couple of years old. It isn't a brand new replay. So yeah, just to put that into context about when that might have been played, it probably was a few years ago. So yeah. GG. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought of it in the comments. And see you in the next one.